For 375 years, our nation's citizen soldiers have sacrificed, struggled, and triumphed at home and abroad. Through resolve, resilience, and readiness, our Army National Guard continues its proud legacy. The Army National Guard traces its origins to 1636, to militia forces predating the 13 original colonies, making the Army National Guard the oldest component of America's armed forces. During the Revolutionary War, a group of select citizen soldiers within the militia became known as the Minutemen. These elite fighters were highly mobile teams that allowed the fledgling colonies to defend against looming threats. Since the early days of our republic, the Army National Guard has fought in every major conflict and fulfilled its dual mission at home and abroad. Today, with more than 358,000 citizen soldiers, the Army National Guard is truly an operational force. At any given time, 50,000 Army National Guard members are serving on federal missions. Since 9/11, 480,000 soldiers have been deployed to Iraq and fight alongside their active duty counterparts in Afghanistan, remaining a critical component in the success of the overseas mission. In addition, Army National Guard agribusiness teams work with U.S. and Afghani civilian agencies and local farmers to stabilize and improve Afghanistan's agribusiness sector.
When I went to Afghanistan, I was on an agribusiness development team as the operations officer. We had several agricultural experts with us that taught them how to sustain themselves. So when we leave, they'll be able to grow crops and have a university that teaches sustainment when we leave.
Alabama was among the states hardest hit, with at least 230 people killed by the storms that also left many cities and towns heavily damaged.
On American soil, citizen soldiers perform remarkable feats as the primary responder in times of natural and man-made disasters.
I'm Sergeant John Updegraff.
Lieutenant Greg Gibson.
Specialist Arthur Jenkins.
Second Lieutenant Dustin Mullen.
Lieutenant Jelp Dubose.
I'm Specialist May.
Major General Perry Smith.
We've been delivering MREs, tarps, water, ice, things of that nature.
The Army National Guard's vigilance saves lives, preserves peace, maintains civil order, and supports recovery efforts. The Army National Guard is a valuable and versatile asset.
Responding with speed. The National Guard has arrived.
Having a fully staffed and capable National Guard is vital to disaster.
The National Guard's involvement is key to getting the sandbags needed.
This is what the National Guard does best, helping citizens do things that can work.
In every state, the Army National Guard stands ready to respond to any and all crises. As the significance of the Army National Guard has risen, unit deployments have increased. That burden has not been felt any more deeply than within the Army National Guard families. We are committed to preparing soldiers physically for operational demands and psychologically to ensure they are fit in body and mind. A new resilience training program stresses preventative training. Delivering value and vigilance to our nation, the Army National Guard is in nearly 3,000 communities, over 2,600 units, operating from 54 Joint Force headquarters, maintaining the Army's largest fixed-wing organization and achieving a 106% retention rate. Agile and efficient, the Army National Guard contributes nearly 40% of the Army's operating capacity for a fraction of the Army's overall base budget. 90% of Army National Guard soldiers are trained in professional skills, bringing a wealth of experience and expertise to every mission.
As citizen soldiers,
We are your next door neighbors.
we're your colleagues in schools,
Offices.
In factories.
in every corner of America.
The Army National Guard is hereby
We have a stake in the safety
and security of our communities.
After all,
that is where we live.
We serve in Afghanistan,
Iraq,
the Balkans,
Africa,
the Sinai, and the United States southwest border.
We are citizens.
We are soldiers.
We are your neighbors. We are always ready.
We are always there.
The Army National Guard, a proud 375-year heritage of value and vigilance.